Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, put a few things on the screen. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. And oh, let me take this down. There's a lot of stuff going on in the energies of the world right now. And a lot of what's going on has been seriously and severely affecting so many people, like ridiculous. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just pull some cards, do a very short, very quick reading so that we can kind of assess the energies of what's going on. Have you ever cut your nails so damn short that you can't do anything? I cut my nails so short, I'm helpless. That's what happens when you cut your nails that short. So, anywho, all right, here goes. Ooh, Eliza. Saying. Like, okay, let me get these cards ready. I'm not going to be live for too long. We're calling it a mental health day today. For those who are part of the sanctuary, if you look at the announcements bar in our sanctuary home, you'll be able to see what time we're going to have our private chat. It's going to piggyback off this conversation we're about to have regarding energy, regarding the frequency of what the F is going on. Okay. So I'm feeling empowered too, but I'm also feeling something's off. I'm feeling empowered, but I feel like something is severely, seriously off. And yeah, you know. Hi, Jetta Marie. Hey, boo. Give my love to the girls. You have been on my mind quite a bit lately, quite a bit. All right. Okay. So, let's involve Lemuria. Let's involve Lemuria. So, yeah. Let's get some cards from this deck too. Okay, I'm told. I don't know what that card is, but I'm told that too. All right. Ooh, it's just some really dense energy. All right. Let's begin. Okay. Yikes. So there's some plan that involves it almost like feels like the harvesting of personal energy. See, the card was upside down, right? There's this upside down plan that involves a harvesting of personal energy, and I don't know that it will be successful. I'm kind of feeling like it won't be successful, but you're going to need to make sure that, you take the proper precautions for yourself so that you can avoid a lot of the unnecessary bullshit drama. That's what we're going to call it. Unnecessary bullshit drama. Wow. This energy coming up from like a void space, right? This energy, something that's been hit. Oh, no. Okay. For those who are in the exclusive chat when we go to talk later today, if you could please remind me, just mention what's under the mountain, right? It's coming up. The thing that was hidden is coming back up. It's an energy, an essence coming all the way back up. It's in the process of that right now. So that's creepy. Okay, let me just kind of let me just kind of do a little disclaimer. If you get bothered or upset regarding the darker topics, it might be a good idea to skip this reading in particular, because it's about to go kind of dark. Thank you, Liza. It's about to go kind of dark. Okay. So we need to make sure that you have a realistic expectation from me today. Um, so there's this message that some who are questionable in their energy and their intent, they're going to be embracing their darkness, their dark side. You know what I mean? Um, you just kind of got to be mindful of steering clear of the ones who embrace that questionable energy, questionable intention. Um, ding. Ooh, really, Sochi? Okay. Okay. So this is someone who bears a seal. Look at their forehead, right? They bear the seal, they bear the mark. They're emptying the vessels. I don't think I've ever seen this card in the years that I've owned this deck. There's a magician in the back. This magician in the back. I don't know if you can see their face. They carry with them a magical rabbit. This a lot of like this is a lot of esoteric. If you know what these things mean, you will begin to know like we're going to be fine. We're definitely going to be fine. We're going to need to allow ourselves to begin processing some of the events that have occurred, in the past year, you know what I mean? I did. I was hiding it for the past couple days, wearing black shirts. I don't know why. You done? Here. So, we need to begin processing a lot of the things that we don't really want to process. You know what I mean? We need to begin really allowing ourselves to come to terms with the ending of cycles. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Um, and we really need to come to terms with a lot of the different things that, have been very difficult for us to process. There are some who are not going to be able to come to terms with the ending of certain cycles. And so they're going to be embracing some of that dark side. I mean, that face, yeesh, right? And that's going to create a very, very muddled type of experience. It feels like this has to do. I don't know why Michael be having me do these type of readings and then tell me I can't say this and I can't say that. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's going to be another event. And that's going to be causing the rebirth of something. Something is going to be allowed to come to fruition. Um, it's this thing of like, I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if this is something that is indicative of a human in physical form, a being in physical form is going to be like coming onto the stage. Ooh, that made me feel sick right there. So one of two meanings. First off, does it like freak you guys out when I read to this degree of intensity? Because like for me this is just very matter of fact. It is. This is very matter of fact, but I know for a lot of people, it can create a lot of fear. So I want to make sure that this is something that I should even continue. I can continue all of this during private chat time, but I want to make sure because if you guys freak out easily, then maybe hop off. I'm not even like trying to be sarcastic or anything like that. I don't want you to feel afraid. Okay. So that's a disclaimer. If you're scared, you should literally hop off, okay? Because it's about to go real deep. So here's the thing, two layers to this message. Something is about to be allowed to come front and center on the stage, right? Um, is that like a theater? And if it's a theater, is that like a theater of war? Is that what it is? Because that's what they call that, a theater of war. Now, part of what that message it like comes to me as like if that part of the message has to do with like a human being, like a human form, something in human form, it was already born a long time ago. Okay, it was already born a long time ago. This is an adult form. This is this is not good. This is definitely not good. The second layer to that message is that there are those who are being born right now, and they are the ones who come here with the wings of angels, right? It's quite a few that are being born now, but here's the thing, they're still too young, they're still too small. They haven't had enough time or life experience to be able to tap into their abilities. Y'all, if you think I'm the only one with the abilities that I have, I promise you there's an entire fucking generation being born with the same level of capacity, giftedness that I took over 40 years to allow myself to develop. They're being born with that capability already. Mhm. I'ma say it. So that's the thing. That's why, for quite a few generations now, there's been this multiple step program where they've been attacking the family unit by first destabilizing it through the removal of the father, the father figure, causing single families to exist, and then oppressing the women more, and then using our own cultures and subcultures to perpetuate this, degrading the woman, disregarding the children. They've monetized, they've, uh, I wish I could say it. What I can say is, um, I encourage you to look at the logistics, the true logistics of the child support programs. That's all I can say. For anyone who knows where I'm going with that comment, by all means, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. I can't say it. I'm not allowed to say it. So, mhm. And then, also perpetuate, and I'm not saying women should not, or a single parent should not receive financial support as they raise the child. I believe that, but I wish I could say it. So, freedom. Freedom. Future. We're going through this process so that we can close out cycles and create the structuring, the energetic structuring to really get to a place of full on freedom, right? Full on freedom. And so this is our future potential, this freedom. This is what we are working towards. This is what we are absolutely working to achieve, not just for ourselves within our lifetime. This is something that will occur through this lifetime. Okay. This is something that will occur through this lifetime. Excuse me. My sneezes are not delicate. I don't. No, that was the most delicate sneeze I've ever had. My sneezes are like. So here's the thing, tying this into the spirituality program, blind enthusiasm, right? In the not so distant past, we've had blind enthusiasm for programs we know nothing about. The spirituality program, as it is right now, it is a draconian program. It was initiated in order to harvest the neurodivergence. So there's two types of neurodivergence, speaking in general terms, right? I mean, there's also subtypes in between those two, but those at the top have basically created two subdivisions. I don't know how I know this. I just know this. There's two, and this is how they're harvesting them. So they're identifying you either through your political views, if you're very vocal about your political views. If you talk too much about too much truth, you're on a list. If you are a truther, if you are any of those, that I'm gonna be shadow banned again for using that word. Fuck you. Shit, I'm sick of your fucking censoring me. I'm already shadow banned, so I'm gonna be shadow banned some more. Sorry for the fingers coming up. So either you're into that and you have begun preparations. You've begun preparations with information. You have your SEEDS. What's that? Okay. Don't mention any of the SEEDS words. I'm talking to my people, my love. Are you almost done? Okay, can you prepare? Yes. Prepare yourself and your body. He's taking me on a mental health date today. Okay, so the blind enthusiasm. Such a distraction to me. Okay, so you're either into that scene, and if you are, you're a threat. Or are you a threat? Because you can actually survive whatever's going to be planned. Yeah, you're a threat. You ex-military, you're a major fucking threat. Law enforcement, you're a fucking threat. So that's one group, right? The other group, the ones who are like hidden weapons, um, they're finding you through your spiritual posts. If you use words that indicate the depth with which you understand, you're on another list. I'm on both lists. Because fuck it. Let's do it. Let's go balls to the wall. Let's go balls to the wall. Let's be on both lists. So if you follow along with simply um the whole namaste culture. I'm not talking about the truth of that divine practice. I'm talking about those who use, these terms, and they repost all of these spiritual things. You're not a threat. Don't worry, you're safe. You're safe. You can be easily beguiled. You can be easily programmed for certain types of things. So you're secondary. You're lower on that threat tier. For those who are seeking beyond that, those who know things like the daisy of death, the Christic spiral, the antithesis of the antithesis, you're on a major list. When you know concepts pertaining to morphogenetic templates, things having to do with chelantic sciences. That's why I don't use those terms very often. I'm very selective of using the appropriate nomenclature, because that then bumps me a little bit higher on whatever fucking lists I'm on. And when I tell you I'm on a list, they even have me on the do not fly registry. I don't even have parking tickets, yo. But the moment you run my driver's license at an airport, especially if it is international flight, agents come out to question me. And then they realize she's just some crazy little girl. Just let her go. Let her go. Let her go through. Let her go through. Yeah, no, I mean, it's happened so many times. I don't even care anymore. So that's the thing. If you know the things that you need to know in order to be able to discern truth, if you have the ability to see clearly, most of the people who do this, they are absolutely silent about what they know. They are not posting things. They are having very quiet, very private conversations through secure spaces. They're not posting it out there. Okay. They have to remain hidden. Whoever was just thinking like, oh my God, they need to give us our information. Get it your damn fucking self, yo. They don't need to endanger themselves. They don't need to endanger themselves. They got the same information that you could get. You got to do your due diligence. You got to go through that rabbit hole and pull yourself through. You're not entitled to any type of information. And that's the thing. They created this preponderance of a state of entitlement. Why? It's the best fucking way to root out the ones you're looking for. It's the best way to do it. It is the best way to find it, by using all of us, by going in between the community members in the spaces where they can remain hidden. So, you want the information, you got to start looking for it. Okay. You got to start doing things that will give you the ability to receive the information that you're being given by your soul. Now, for many, they think that it's this thing of um they know about the Kybalion. They know about the Emerald tablets. Did you know those are corrupted information? They are corrupted information. There's truth in it, but it's a half truth. You're going to be hard pressed to figure out which parts are truth and which are lies. A lot of the things that we are taught through spiritual programs and all of that, those are part of the half lie that was propagated during the time of Thoth. Yes. Okay. There's a lot of people who will cause you to be pulled astray. Okay. You have to have your wits about you. You have to use discernment. You have to begin listening to your intuition, your gut instinct. Your intuition is guidance from your soul. You have to begin cultivating a relationship between the self and the soul. So that way you can tell the difference between a mimic coming to accept corrupted information and your genuine soul speaking to you, genuine knowledge. And y'all, I would absolutely be very, 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 very careful of people who, they do all of this. Like, see, here's the thing. Just like with any product, you get what you pay for, right? You get what you pay for. If you want to go on social media to get a quality service that is free, you will get what you pay for. I would say about 70% of the spiritual community and those who are providing these services, the free readings and free this and free that, they're already infected. Okay. About 70%. That's a conservative guesstimation. It's very conservative. So you have to be careful. You have to listen to your higher self. You have to know what that voice sounds like. You have to stop with all of the, invoking this and invoking that. And if you can't do it on your own, you should not be doing it at all. When was the last time you heard me invoking anything outside of my higher self when I'm doing readings? You see, I'm not getting information from my guardians and guides. This comes directly from my higher self. Directly from my higher self. Okay. Now, I appreciate that, Lisa. She says, you're the only one I come to trust you 100%. There are people who are gifted and have integrity. I'm not the only one. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm the only one. I'm not the only one, but we are far and few between. Okay. So you have to really allow yourself to observe before you allow someone to give access to your space. When you let someone do energy work on you, when you let someone read your energy, that is the equivalent of you standing naked before them, allowing them to do with your physical body whatever they please. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that? Because it's the same thing. It is really, truly the same thing. I gotta go. I gotta go. So, guys, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna leave these cards that I didn't get to. There's a lot of cards, yo. It's a lot of cards. I'm gonna leave these cards that we didn't get to, and I'm gonna continue this on a much deeper level in the um what do you call it? The exclusive chat. Ooh, Jenna. She says I learned that the very hard way. I Do you mind if I talk a little bit about like uh you're such a giver and you're such a lover, and um people have a tendency to exploit that, and luckily you're like ridiculously powerful, like ridiculously powerful. I remember um because your light shines so bright, there were so many beings outside of your house, and we were just texting back and forth years ago. And I was like, "Oh, they're outside." Yeah, I was freaked out for you. I was like, "Oh my god, they're outside. Michael's mad. He's on your roof." And then she was like, "Oh my god, there's something on my roof." I was like, "It's Michael. He has his sword. He's gonna fuck shit up." Yeah. There's a lot. There's a lot that people go through in order to learn what they need to learn, you know? And if you're powerful like Jenna, because Jenna is like, people misunderstand her softness, her kindness, her generosity, the beauty of her femininity that comes from a very deep reserve of just pure power. Like, she really, because sometimes I'd be like, Jenna, just fuck them up, but the most powerful ones who have earned that power, they show restraint. That's where I learned my restraint from Jenna. And so that's the thing. You have to make sure that you have the capability to handle whatever you're getting yourself into. You have to know what you're getting yourself into. Okay. And that's the main thing. That's a takeaway for this talk. Awareness, being aware. And if you're not aware enough yet, pausing, holding back just a little bit, okay? Just hold back for just a little bit. So that way you can take a moment to have an opportunity to better discern, to figure out, okay, why do I feel this way? One of the things that I do, I don't have to fully understand things in order for me to flow with my life circumstance and all of that, right? If I feel weird, I don't need to understand why I feel weird right then and there. I am going to fucking pause. I'm going to pump my brakes and pull that handbrake up. I'm not moving. Like, mm-mm. And if I'm going to move forward with this, it's going to be in a completely different direction. If I feel like I can't trust you right off the bat, I'm not going to. Yes, 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 yes. This right here. Trust your intuition. If it doesn't feel right, disconnect right away. You don't have to explain yourself. You don't have to be politically correct or, there was this video that I saw yesterday. It's kind of one of those hidden camera setup videos. So this girl, she's like at a park picnic table or whatever it was. And there's people around, obviously, and there's a hidden camera facing her. She's very caught up in her laptop. She has her earbuds on and she has a bunch of stuff in front of her. And a guy comes up, right? Yeah, I guess you could say he could be found attractive by some people. He has scissors and he cuts her earbuds. Excuse me, it was the corded kind. The kind that has a cord that you plug into your laptop. He cut that. And she watched him cut it, and then she just looks at him and he's like, oh, for scissors so sharp, that should have cut it a lot sooner or whatever. And she's just like, and he's like talking to her and she's just still being politically correct, like, why did you do that? And she's having conversation with him, and he was like, oh, well, would you like to maybe go to dinner later or lunch later, something like that, right? Asking her out on a date. And she goes, well, maybe if I wasn't feeling so angry, you know, I'm just like, what the right? And then eventually he takes his backpack off and he's like, oh, would you prefer this headset or would you prefer uh, brand new AirPods or would you want me to just give you a brand new corded set like what I cut? So, it was one of those like pre-done things, but everyone in the comments is totally like, I wish I had her chill. I'm over here like, bitch, you're a prime fucking target for traffickers. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You come and cut because it took him a while. He was, I'm not just going to watch you. There's a high likelihood I'm probably going to snatch the scissors and try and shank you with it. Like, who the fuck is you? Because I'm not going to be an easy target. I'm not going to be an easy victim. You're going to have to really, really work real fucking hard for that. And that's the thing. Too much political correctness, too much worrying about being impolite and this and that has to stop. You don't have to explain to anyone how you feel, why you feel, and why you've disconnected. You just got to be gone. Inaccessible. Okay? These shifts, they're real shifts. They're going to lead to something. I don't know what. We'll talk about it in today's, whatchamacallit, exclusive chat. It's probably going to be way later this evening to give people time to get off of work. So probably around 6 p.m. ish, Pacific Standard Time. 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Give people time to get off of work. Okay. It's going to be a very intense conversation. I hope you guys can join me. If you haven't already signed up, it's a recurring contribution for the Soul Sanctuary Love. Whatever tier gives you access to our exclusive chats. If you want to sign up, you just go to the Soul Sanctuary Love, and you can sign up there. So I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Give this video a thumbs up. I love you guys. Be safe. Bye.